the fuck going on, man? Punk ass buster. Call me Leaster too Jeezy. I make that shit look easy. How bitches come and they greet me, they teach me. Bitches ain't shit and they never will be. I still see hoes on my nuts, but they can't feel me. But really though, I'm in beast mode with the flow. And it's 10 in the morning, I get up and this you know that I look into the mirror through my eyes. I see my soul. I see a true ass priest, Prince of Israel. Yes, bro. I be freshen up, wash up, a true nigga. Throw on my gold, it should go, you know me, cuz. Slip out that door with my fourth dimension cologne. Shout out TLC, Israel, you know what we own. Then I call up, cut to up. Wasn't much, just refresh with some young stars. Make some noise with this music, with some lost tribes. Yeah, nigga, yeah. Now I know that times may change, but bitch, I'm still the same. Yeah, and I know this a crazy ass game. They really ain't a thing. And they know that gun gon' bang. Ain't tryna die today. Whoa, and they know what we all gon' say. Bitch, I'm UPK. Hey, bitch, I'm UPK. I can't even think about you right now. Yeah, I'm chillin' with the homies, and you know how I put down. I'm cool and I'm just sippin' while fucking with these little bitches. Ice up on my neck, got these hoes so consistent and so relentless that I just come back with stats in my backpack. I gotta make a track. Man, fuck what you talking about, that bitch is a net. Now I don't smoke no crap, but showing a nigga from the back. I just on the block, now these bitches won't come out. Me and Cud chillin', got Modelo's in the south. Niggas be muggin', but I name it in their mouth. Cause they know how Prince Shaw Bomb put it down. Down, did it down. Hot in my coupe cruising around town. AR in the back on the ground. Glizzy on the mount. Bitches want water like I'm a fountain. They follow to the house. Well, shit, this ain't even my house. But, top ass bitches, they wanna lounge. Want me dog it out like a hound. But look what I found. When you're up, they all wanna come around. But when you're down, they just kick you on the ground. Lame ass nigga, he that bitch master. Lame ass buster, you fucking cracker. Judas ass boy, you backstabber. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, type it up. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of New York Practical Knowledge so that the one West Side from Fisher Hall, New York, under deep management and honor. The two-day Brotherhood class in Austin, Texas. I'm Priest also Bishop Corey. I will be headlining the class tonight. It's my first class, so I'm pretty hyped for it. So tonight's class is about brotherhood. And what makes this class so spiritual is because this is actually my first time teaching class. And being that we are going through Equal Academy right now, we are being taught on a daily basis and being reminded that brotherhood is a weapon. You see what I'm saying? And brotherhood can be a weapon used that you can use against your enemies, but brotherhood can also be used to a disadvantage. Because if you work against brotherhood, it can be harmful to not only others but also yourself. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm going to go off to our first scripture tonight. We start off at 1 John chapter 4, verse 20, where it says twice. So you want to read or should I read?
Go ahead, I'll pull it.
No problem. We're going to start off at 1 John chapter 4, verse 20, where it says,
I got you.
oh, go ahead.
This 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hate it.
If a man professes to love God, you know what I'm saying? This man is a so-called God-fearing man. You see guys so-called God-fearing men every day in the Christian church. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
If a man say, I love God and hated his brother,
If a man say, I love God and hate his brother, keep going.
he is a liar.
What?
A liar.
So how are you saying that you love God but you hate your brother? You see what I'm saying? A lot of people say, I love my brother, A lot of people say, I love God, but you sleep with his wife behind his back. You see what I'm saying? You talking behind his back. And what they call backbiting scriptures. You see what I'm saying? You backbiting. You see what I'm saying? All this is what a man that hates his brother will do. You see what I'm saying? You know how many drug dealers there are? They got crosses on and Jesus pieces. You see what I'm saying? And that little moon with the star on it for Islam. These are all men that profess to love God, but they're guilty of treason by dealing poison to their brother. You know how many Christian killers there are? You know how many Christian molesters there are? You know how many children have been molested? What's the word? The substitute word for
Abused.
sorry. You know how many children have been abused in the Christian church by pastors and men in the congregation that has professed to love God, but in reality they sleeping with their brother's rear behind their back. Their wife tried they sleeping with their brother's wife behind their back. You know what I'm saying? This is not the sound like love because it's not love. If you love your brother, if you love God, you would not talk behind your brother's back. You would not sleep with his woman. You see what I'm saying? You would not abuse his children. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't steal from your brother. You wouldn't unalive your brother. You see what I'm saying? These are all attributes and characteristics of men and even sisters. You see what I'm saying? Even sisters, you know what I'm saying? Because the Christian church is filled with black women, it's filled with sisters. You see what I'm saying? And sisters are the number one gospels in the Christian church. You see what I'm saying? My grandmother is Kwame Nephew. You see what I'm saying? She's from the Christian church. And she said something, hey, real quick. My grandmother is Kwame Nephew. She's going through something about a week ago in her church where there's a man going around the congregation just sleeping with all his sisters and not marrying. You see what I'm saying? Because he has no value. He sees no value in those sisters. You see what I'm saying? Those sisters are just sexual objects to that brother. You see what I'm saying? It's a shame because brothers and sisters should be able to come to a place to worship the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Without worrying about a brother that's spreading diseases. You see what I'm saying? Or a brother that's fornicating. You see what I'm saying? A brother who is taking on multiple wives with no intention of staying with these women. You see what I'm saying? He's throwing these sisters away. So I'm saying, but this brother, he has no brotherhood. So I'm saying, he doesn't care about his sisters. He doesn't care about the children that are in the church. He doesn't care about his fellow brothers that are in the church. You know what I'm saying? All he cares about is himself. You see what I'm saying? All he cares about is his lust and personal gain. You see what I'm saying? When you see a pastor out there, you know what I'm saying, he got a Rolls Royce, you see what I'm saying, he eating, he eating 5-star dinners every night, you know, he eat at 5-star restaurants every night, you know what I'm saying, he eating soup out of the can, he eating Mountain Dew every night, because you don't put all your money in unless you play at church, you see what I'm saying, that is not brotherhood. You see what I'm saying, the money in the church is supposed to be meant to take care of the church, to pay the church's bills, you see what I'm saying? But instead, the pastor, because he has no brotherhood, because he has no care for the people at the church, he has no care for his flock, he has no idea of brotherhood.
Oh, we need somebody to read.
He's using the funds to take care of himself. You see what I'm saying? That is not brotherhood. Also, you want to read about yourself?
Yeah. If a man say I love God and hated his brother, he is a liar.
Sorry, the brother just came in. We got 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
If a man hated his brother, he is a liar.
He is a liar. You see what I'm saying? You got people all the time that say they sanctify holy faith. You know what I'm saying? They saved. You see what I'm saying? Save yourself some dignity. You know what I'm saying? Stop lying. You see what I'm saying? If you got a problem with your brother, you go to your brother and you tell him that. You see what I'm saying? That is a good scripture right here. I'm quoting Matthew 18 and 15. If you got a problem with your brother or sister, you go to him or her alone and you talk to him. But then you talk to him. You know what I'm saying? You say, hey, brother, I don't like what this said. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't, or when you said this and then you feel this, but well, I just feel like the tone, you know what I'm saying, that you used when you said this. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know that you've done this on more than one occasion. You know what I'm saying? And it's affected us. You know what I'm saying? It's affected the group, and I feel like we don't care. You know what I'm saying? Just if you feel that way about a certain brother, you go to that brother or sister and you tell them that. You see what I'm saying? You don't build up a rapport, you know what I'm saying? But you just explode. You see what I'm saying? That just built up anger and animosity. You know what I'm saying? That is the type of stuff that breaks a nation. You see what I'm saying? That is the type of stuff that dismantles a kingdom. You see what I'm saying? We come out of the world where we come into the school, we come into the truth. Christ said that a man's fold should be in his own household. You see what I'm saying? How are we going to come out of a war zone, a battlefield in our own house, just to come into the school instead of to another battlefield? You see what I'm saying? As brothers, we should be standing in unity and solidarity. You see what I'm saying? We should all be in unison on one accord. You see what I'm saying? Y'all ever see how the Russian military, how they be doing little marches with them, with the lamb's tail, but they all on that right foot go up, all they right foot go up. On that left foot go up, all their left foot go up. You see what I'm saying? Because they're on one accord. You see what I'm saying? The same way that we should be on one accord. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you read.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he had seen, how can he love God whom he had not seen?
You see your brother every day. You see what I'm saying? You see brothers in the school every day. You know what I'm saying? You see brothers in the world every day. You see what I'm saying? But you still have some type of problem with that brother. You see what I'm saying? For what? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even let it be known. You see what I'm saying? Even if you don't know how to word it correctly, you see what I'm saying? Getting it out is better, you know what I'm saying, than just sitting on it. You know what I'm saying? And hold it in your spirit. You see what I'm saying? Read that part again, bro. Sure.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he had seen, how can he love God whom he had not seen?
If you don't love your brother who is standing in front of your face, how can you love God? You see what I'm saying? Earlier today, I used an example of you know how many Christian drug dealers are? You know how many Muslim drug dealers are that walk around with them Jesus peace out there on the East Coast of New York, out there in headquarters. You got bunch walking around Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, Harlem, Bronx, Queens, you know what I'm saying, Staten Island with them big old so-called Jesus pieces. So I said that's even more, yeah, that's not Jesus, right? With them big old fake images of Christ on their neck. These men profess to love Jesus. You see what I'm saying? They profess to love God. But on the other hand, they will unlove their brother at Brotherhood down. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the episode sorry, see something?
Yeah, if I could. What the preacher saying is heavy because if you look at it, what's right in front of you, right? God forgives you, right? But you can't forgive your brother that's right in front of you. There's a difference between saying one thing and actually meaning it. So you gotta mean what you say and say what you mean. Because the Lord has been a forgiveful God. Why can't we forgive our brothers for stepping on our shoe or stepping on our toes in the midst of hollering at some chicks? We got to come back into these laws, statutes, and commandments and be more willing to make sacrifices, right? That's why I say gather together so we can learn how to deal with each other again. And what you were saying was so heavy, it's only going to happen under one body. It's not going to happen in multiple camps or zones or religions. It's going to happen right here under Commander Junior Hanna in the home of the truth.
That's right.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I actually do that saying it's called a band of brothers. You know what I'm saying? And under the band of this brotherhood, will our king come back. You see what I'm saying? And he will look at the work that we have put in. You see what I'm saying? Back to what I was talking about. Sorry, back to what I was talking about. And read that again where it says whom he has seen. How can he hit his brother whom he has seen? Chuck?
How can he love God whom he has not seen?
That right there. You see what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about the Christian brothers. You see what I'm saying? You got these brothers with horses around their neck. You know what I'm saying? Even profess to love God, they will unalive their brother at the drop of a dime. Or you know what I'm saying? I was watching an episode of Gangland a couple of years ago about some brothers in St. Louis, and they said back in the day in St. Louis, if he even looked at a brother the wrong way, who unalive you. You see what I'm saying? Just by giving somebody the wrong look and cost you your life. You see what I'm saying? Now, just that right there just shows how much we've been beaten down to powder. You see what I'm saying? How much our brotherhood is non-existent. You see what I'm saying? We see brothers every day. You see what I'm saying? How many times when you see a brother, you know what I'm saying, you just even sometimes you be like, damn, you see what I'm saying? It's my own people, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a problem with another nation than my own people. We was at camp on Saturday in Houston, you see what I'm saying? That devil was sitting on the curb, that white man on the curb barely said 2 words. You know what I'm saying? But we had a brother that was in front of our face, you know what I'm saying, that was combating us. You see what I'm saying? Because of this country that we live in, that we have been taught to go against us, to go against ourselves. You see what I'm saying? To question ourselves. You see what I'm saying? You see brothers that's out there to help you, you go against them. You see what I'm saying? Because that is an instilled hatred. You know what I'm saying? General Muhammad said in his class about 2 weeks ago. He said that is a hereditary fear that we have. You see what I'm saying? We know that brothers who speak openly against this kingdom, those are men who didn't get killed. That's like we unalive. I'm saying we got lynched, we got crucified. So I'm saying our king, for a prime example. You see what I'm saying? You look at Nat Turner, for instance. You see what I'm saying? Christ and Nat Turner, synonymous, almost synonymous. You see what I'm saying? Both of them fought and died for their people. You see what I'm saying? I remember I was in 3rd grade. It was doing Black History Month, and everybody was doing the reports on black figures. You know what I'm saying? Historical black figures. You see what I'm saying? So I think one kid did something on Malcolm X. Another kid did something on Harriet Tubman. But even the white kids, even the Hispanic kids, you know what I'm saying? The black kids, you know what I'm saying? Who can guess what did they get their report on? Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I was the only one in my class that needed a report on that time.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? And it just goes to show that even men, as young men, you see what I'm saying, that it is that the men who will actually stand up for what's right and will bring back to life into existence the revolutionaries of our nation. You know what I'm saying? The men who have rightfully fought. So I'm saying not just men who just laid down and just took a ass whooping. You see what I'm saying? But men who rebelled against their enemies, who rebelled against oppression. You see what I'm saying? When you think about the next time you have a conflict with your brother, you think about who's more of a major enemy. You see what I'm saying? Your brother, a brother who you eat chow with, a brother who you sit down and eat with, a brother who you march with, a brother who you live with. You see what I'm saying? Or a heathen that is continuously oppressing your people. A heathen who does not care about your people. A heathen who will also unalive you easier, you know what I'm saying, at the drop of a dime. And will go home to his wife and kids and take them to Disneyland next month while your mother is mourning over your body. You see what I'm saying? They have to plan your funeral. You see what I'm saying? These are all problems that we have to deal with in the black community due to lack of brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? What's that scripture in Deuteronomy chapter 28 where it says that a man was tender and delicate among you? You see what I'm saying? A man was always trying to equal to his brother. Somebody find it in the Bible shot. Swag, so you want to finish the scripture, Rochelle?
Verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And this commandment have we from him, that he who loves God love his brother also.
That he who loves God loves his brother also. You see what I'm saying? You may have a auntie in the church, you know what I'm saying? She go to church every Sunday. She don't miss not one church function, not one Bible study class, nothing. She is a devout Christian. It's like she's a devout Christian. But she holding a grudge against her husband. You know what I'm saying? Because he got in the real. You know what I'm saying? Or she holding a grudge against her sister, her fellow church sister, because of whatever. Because they both made the same dish at Polly. You see what I'm saying? That's just heavy. You see what I'm saying? Anybody get that scripture?
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead and read it.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54.
Mm-hmm.
so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
For the man that is tender among you and very delicate. Back in ancient Israel, back in the day, blacks, Hispanics, and the Indians had a natural affection towards one another. You know what I'm saying? Imagine living in a country where you can take a random brother, a fellow brother, just off the street, even every day for your life. You can allow him in your home, and you can trust him around your family because y'all both follow the same law. You see what I'm saying? And you can know that's a true story in the Bible. It's Judges chapter 19. You see what I'm saying? Well, you can trust a man around your children without him worrying if he's going to assault your grid with your daughter or your children in general. You see what I'm saying? Imagine being that comfortable with your own brothers. You see what I'm saying? You feel comfortable giving money to a brother that's on the street. You see what I'm saying? Our brothers in the world, you know what I'm saying? They'll see a brother on the street asking for money and they'll walk right over. You know what I'm saying? I remember my mother told me about a sister who said that this was bold and full of pride. You know what I'm saying? She lived in LA, and she said that when I see most of the black men that live on the street that are homeless over there on Skid Row, you know what I'm saying, or dark-skinned black men, when I see them, I walk over them. I step over them. You see what I'm saying? This sister just sat there and said that when she sees her own brothers in need, she just steps over them. You see what I'm saying? That is a not pitiful, that is a duplicitous sister right there. That sister does not have not one care in the world for her own brothers, even the ones that are in need. So she said she would step over them. I remember I said something to the speaker at camp about a year ago. This was never I was a trooper or a young man, and I said, we got the free flag in front of the camp, the rainbow flag. You know what I'm saying? And every time somebody walked in front of our camp, they hopscotch over the flag. You know what I'm saying? They hop over that thing. They don't want to step. They feel like they are desecrating holy ground when they step on that thing. Go ahead.
It's crazy you say that, sir, because it was in San Antonio. You know, he was in that little gap.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was a dude riding his bike. He got off his bike and walked his bike around that pride flag and that Caesar Borgia picture just so he wouldn't step on it.
He was stepping on eggshells on that flag. You know what I'm saying? I remember saying this about a year ago, and I said to the speaker, I think it was Officer Jamal once week, and I said, these people would rather step on the body of a dead black man rather than step on that flag. You see what I'm saying? Because the flag, that free flag, the American flag, Caesar Borgia, all those things have more respect, more value than a black man's life.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Nobody cares about a brother, even fellow brothers. You see what I'm saying? Even sisters of your own kind. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about you. Keep reading.
Come on, Khan. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. You know what that means? That means there's no more natural affection. You see what I'm saying? If you were to walk in the store, you see what I'm saying? Would you be, if you were to be you'd be more worried about if you were to walk in the store and you saw a group of white teenagers and you saw a group of black teenagers. As a black man, which group would you be more eerie of? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Most of our people, they would be like, you know what I'm saying, I got to watch them, they ain't home, you know what I'm saying? Whereas you got white kids who are unaliving kids in the tens with these school shooters. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would rather be watching our enemy, you know what I'm saying, than watching a brother. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, that being said, here
Come on, Khan. And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And toward the wife of his bosom. You see what I'm saying? That is also a common topic. You know what I'm saying? You got some brothers out there that are just evil husbands. You see what I'm saying? You got some brothers out there that are just wicked husbands. You got some brothers who do not care about their children at all. who do not care. They still got some fathers who don't know if their children are alive or dead. You see what I'm saying? And some probably don't care. You see what I'm saying? And all this is due to a lack of brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? Who in here grew up in a one-parent household? You see what I'm saying? All this, you know, so this is evident because a mother and father can't work out these differences, or because the mother got she going off like 100 miles per hour. You see what I'm saying? That these separate households and families, or because the father's willing to pump and dump the mom. You see what I'm saying? All this is because of a lack of brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? Is that it on that?
Yeah.
Let me get Matthew 25 and 45. Sure. You see what I'm saying? These are all everything that I'm bringing up tonight are all brotherhood talking points. You know what I'm saying? All brotherhood speaking points. Things that are very relevant in the society, world, and age of blacks and Hispanics today. You see what I'm saying? Don't take none of this stuff that we're saying lightly. You see what I'm saying? Don't take it as a grain of salt. These are all major issues in the black and brown community. You see what I'm saying? You got it?
Kama Khan.
Come on, read it.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 25 and verse 40.
Mm-hmm.
And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
He said that, and the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me. You see what I'm saying? When we do hope drive, when we do food drive, you see what I'm saying? That is us helping the Lord's people. We are proving that we are minds in the right place for leadership. You see what I'm saying? Tupac said something very something that was big that stood out. You know what I'm saying? This was back in 92 or 93. And the song Keep It Here. He said we got money for war, we can't feed the poor. You see what I'm saying? ISUPK has been feeding and clothing the poor since 1969.
Right.
How many wars has America engaged in since 69? Was it 55 years ago? You see what I'm saying? America has about 2-3 million home people in this country? You see what I'm saying? The veterans alone, they do their own veterans just, you see what I'm saying? You go to Afghanistan, you go to Iraq, and you lose a limb. So you lose your mind, and you come back home, and you are homeless. You are living on the street, you are walking 6th Street, you living under a bridge somewhere, smelling like your own feces, your own piss. You see what I'm saying? Who's supposed to be taking care of these men and women? You see what I'm saying? Y'all keep it, good luck.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's crazy about the scripture, sir, because I was explaining this concept to my rib last night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got the case of the little brother who was hung in his school. He was only 7 years old, and she was saying like that my little brother, he only 1 year older than my little brother. And I was like, that is your little brother that got hung. And when you start looking at all of our people like they are our own, that's when it's gonna change in your mind and the spirit, and you see all your people as your family.
Exactly. I'm saying, get that man. Even that right there, you know what I'm saying? We look at each other with more of a sympathetic, more compassionate eye. You know what I'm saying? We would be a lot more careful of the things that we do and say, especially within our own race, within our own people. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You look at other brothers' animosity levels through the roof sometimes. You see what I'm saying? You can't even chop it up with a brother, you know what I'm saying, without him thinking that you can do something.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Well, so we got some brothers that just know it too much. You see what I'm saying? They're just out of it. You know what I'm saying? You got some brothers that think that everybody is their enemy. You see what You got some brothers that think that everybody is their enemy. You see what I'm saying? The brothers who cannot live in peace, brothers who cannot walk from here around the corner, you know what I'm saying? Look over their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Because they done did something to somebody. And they got to worry about that person coming to get some get back. some payback. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I tell you this, you come in here, you come under this banner, I should be under this banner in your honor, and you serve the Lord. You see what I'm saying? The Lord will shield you from your enemies.
Right.
Then the Lord will protect you from your enemies. You don't have to worry about somebody coming back to harm you. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to live in fear anymore. You see what I'm saying? Who was it? Matthew 25:40?
Come on.
Read that again from the top of the
Come on. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
When you've done it to the least of my brother, you see what I'm saying? When a young brother needs help, when a young brother is new and true, he is very inquisitive. You know what I'm saying? When he has questions about, when he has questions about the scriptures, when he needs a job, you know what I'm saying? When he needs a place to lay his head, you know what I'm saying? And he needs help, and you are your way to help him. You are dealing with the little ones. You know what I'm saying? With the little ones of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And when you do that, the Lord looks down on that, and He approves. He gives you a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? As your Muhammad said, he said, "Well done, Lord." You see what I'm saying? Because those are things that the Lord looks. Those are things that the Lord looks highly upon. What you do to somebody who is not in your same position, somebody who is a lower estate than you. You see what I'm saying? And that can be in any field of department. You see what I'm saying? That can be financially, you know what I'm saying, mentally, spiritually. You see what I'm saying? You know, so that can be in any department. There might be a brother who may not have fun at the moment, and you go out your way, you help them brother. You know what I'm saying? All of us have been in that predicament. You see what I'm saying? We've had to ask help from somebody else. You see what I'm saying? All of us. And the Lord looks down there and he admires it because it shows what? It shows brotherhood. So like another question in the room. My next scripture, we're gonna go into John 13, verse 34. John 13 and 34.
John 13 and 44, or first John?
John 13 and 34.
34. It's the book of John, chapter 13 and verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
Christ said that ye love one another as I have loved you. Christ was the ultimate brother in the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was the epitome, the poster, I don't say poster boy, but he was a logo for brotherhood.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He is the ensign of brotherhood. There's so much that he died for his nation. You see what I'm saying? Christ didn't have the luxuries of having a wife or having children or living to an old age. You see what I'm saying? He died so other brothers can get those things. So other brothers wouldn't have to get crucified. So they wouldn't have to be stoned to death. You see what I'm saying? He gave his life, suffered hours on the cross, suffered suffocation. You know what I'm saying? They not only did he suffer suffocation, he got beaten. Sorry, he was beaten before he even got to the cross. You see what I'm saying? And then while he was on the cross, he got nails to the cross. He had to take nails to his hands, to his arms, so his hands and his feet. You see what I'm saying? And he had to suffer through that for hours. You see what I'm saying? It ain't just something that wasn't just easy as taking a bullet to the head. You see what I'm saying? And he wasn't just put out your misery. You wasn't just taking out people just like that. You know what I'm saying? Christ suffered. You know what I'm saying? For hours. You see what I'm saying? For us, for the brothers under this banner. You know what I'm saying? So brothers could accrue mercy. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Christ, we would not be here.
Right.
There would be no such thing as the car here. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, we would be in caskets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We would be worm food. Because there would be no sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? But being that Christ was the ultimate brother that gave his life for us. You see what I'm saying? It's the same way that we should give our lives, you see what I'm saying, for our brothers. You see what I'm saying? And even in ways that we can't even imagine. You see what I'm saying? When you think about Christ giving his life, that was the physical aspect. Just like him sacrificing his body. You see what I'm saying? His breath. He got his breath, he had his lungs. You know what I'm saying? All the luxuries that come along with living. You know what I'm saying? He gave away so we could live. You see what I'm saying? So what is Christ? Being that Christ gave his life, you see what I'm saying? So we can live. What are you willing to give? Christ had to give his life. You see what I'm saying? Christ is not asking for your physical life. So what is he asking for? What are you willing to give up for your brother? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Are you willing to give up weed for your brother? Are you willing to give up cigarettes and crack and sleeping with white women for your brother?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Are you willing to put down your rag for your brother?
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? You got some brothers that are from hoods that absolutely hate each other. You got some hoods that have been beaten since 1979. That's the old my mother. You know what I'm saying? That's, what is that, about 46 years ago? 45 years ago?
47, I think. Wait, 45.
You know, 45 years ago. That's almost half of a century. You see what I'm saying? Brothers that have been unalived. Innocent bystanders who have been unalived. You see what I'm saying? By two brothers who cannot settle their differences. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I highly doubt, but we brothers are not fighting over simple factors, colors, and blocks. You see what I'm saying? When you look at these brothers, when you come out of that, you see what I'm saying? When you come out of being a blood, you come out of being a crip or a GD or a bicycle or a black disciple. You see what I'm saying? When you come out of that lifestyle and you sacrifice all the luxury that came along with being in that lifestyle, that world, you know what I'm saying? Fast money, women, street credibility. You know what I'm saying? You sacrifice all those things. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it not only for your own sake, but you're doing it for your own boys. And I tell you, you're also doing it for the brothers that you're so-called ops. You know what I'm saying? You got a brother that's from Hoover. He coming to the truth. He's not only doing it for himself and his homeboys, he's also doing it for the 60s. He's doing it for the 90s. He's doing it for the blocks. He's doing it for the hundreds. He's doing it for the East Coast, the main streets. He's doing it so those brothers can live as well. So brothers who have harmed his fellow friends, have harmed his homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Brothers who have harmed his family members. You see what I'm saying? That is a hard pill to swallow. You see what I'm saying? It's going for blacks and Hispanics to come together. It's going to take more than just a concert. You see what I'm saying? It's going to take more than just a music video. You see what I'm saying? We have to, once the camera's off, you see what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics are going to have to go back to their respective communities and neighborhoods and live amongst each other. You see what I'm saying? They don't have to deal with living 2-3 blocks away when they enter into it. You know what I'm saying? And coexist peacefully.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? All this without worrying about that brother coming back and harming you. You see, or that brother deciding to wake up one day and just say, I'm tired of living in peace. You see what I'm saying? All this brotherhood dates back to the beginning of time. You see what I'm saying? How does it date back to the beginning of time? Brotherhood dates back to the times of Adam and Eve. When the serpent came to Eve and he gave her that decision, and he said, I will make you with God, was she thinking about her household or was she thinking about herself? She was thinking about herself. She was thinking about what having wisdom of her own could do for her. She was thinking about what being a goddess could do for her. She wasn't thinking about what she can do to help her husband. She was thinking about personal gain. You see what I'm saying? She was thinking about how she can better herself. Proverbs 31 says that the virtuous woman is always thinking about her household. And her hand is to the spender.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's talking about living in such. said she is a merchant. She brings her food from her farm. You see what I'm saying? That is what a virtuous woman does. A virtuous woman is a sister, not only of the flesh, but also of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? She is caring for her brothers in the school. She's caring for her husband. She's caring for her children. You see what I'm saying? It's like, what did?
What is that, verse 35?
Matthew 30, John 34, John 13, 34.
Come on.
Go ahead and read it.
34 or 35?
Read 34. What's up?
Come on. A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another.
Go ahead.
By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
By this shall all men know that you are my disciples. You look at the Christian church. Are those disciples of Christ? Are people in the Christian church disciples of Christ? You just look at the way based on how they treat you. Are they disciples of Christ? Or they just put on the mask? You know what I'm saying? Or they believe this, or they want to just look. Hey, Shimon Park, what place?
Yeah, but in a minute. Go ahead.
Oh. You know what I'm saying? They show that they just want to be, they just want to look holy. You know what I'm saying? They just want to look real for Christ. What did Jesus say in Matthew? You know what I'm saying? You can't just clean the outside of the club. So you can't clean the outside of the club. So you got to clean the inside of the club. You know what I'm saying? That's also brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? You constantly thinking of ways of how to better your brothers, how to better yourself for your brothers. You see what I'm saying? And all these things are beneficial to the brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? All these things are also beneficial to the brotherhood. The Bible, this is Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 3, 7 to 6, where it says, now are the holy people. You know what I'm saying? We will be the light of the world. You know what I'm saying? Other people, other nations are supposed to look at us and they say, well, damn, they don't unallow each other for simple things. They don't go to war for oil. You know what I'm saying? They don't go to war just because. They don't go to war just because. They go to war for their God. They go to war for their nation. They go to war and they die for their brothers. They stay away from certain foods for their brothers. You see what I'm saying? There was a story in the book of Joshua where there was his brother and they went to war. I think it was a battle of Ai. And Joshua, they went against the city. And when they took the city, they got a commandment. And they said, they got a commandment. There was a prophecy. They said, when you defeat the city, do not take anything. Don't take no money, don't take no blood, don't take no clothes, don't take nothing about it. Just take the city and dip. You see what I'm saying? But being that we got some stubborn, stiff-necked people in our country, you know what I'm saying, our nation, actually we have one brother who just defied what the Lord said. Right. And this brother was thinking about himself. What did he do? He went and he got some raiment. He got some garments. He looked at it. He went to this tent. He said, yo, it's a suit, right? He got to make some money off of this. You know what I'm saying? You see them pair of J's in the corner right there. Them racial threes. You know what I'm saying? Josh will be out his damn right talking about no touch nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can make some money off of this. He was thinking about himself. And what did he do? He got some jewelry, he got some jewels, he got some clothes, and he took it back to his household. And the next time that the nation went to war, we lost. We lost like 5,000 men. Right. That's 5,000 fathers, brothers, uncles, cousins. You see what I'm saying? Men who have lost, you know what I'm saying? Families who have lost their loved ones. Just because one man decided not to one man was thinking about money. So I'm saying we should think about that. You know what I'm saying? Not brothers, not only the world should think about that. You know what I'm saying? Also here. You know what I'm saying? That the choices that we make that affect everybody. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Verse 35. Let's make it verse 35 off shut.
But this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have loved one to another.
By this shall all men know that you are my disciples. You know how many times brothers who are not in the brothers and sisters who are not in the school have came to a school function and they say, I have never experienced brotherhood like this before. I have never experienced this much camaraderie and unity before. You see what I'm saying? Brothers in the world, they need that. They need a place of sanctuary where they can come in, where they can come in and they can rest. They ain't got to worry about looking at another brother. You know what I'm saying? With an evil eye. And you know, this brother's plotting against me. You see what I'm saying? Brothers need that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they can feel it in their spirit. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What did who said that? I think it was Captain Coppins who said it was about a year ago. And he said he will unlock a new emotion. An emotion that you didn't even know you could feel. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers come out of places where they experience nothing but combat. You see what I'm saying? Where it's an everyday fight. You go to your job, you got to think about you fight your manager, you fight your coworkers, you go home and you deal with a drag. You go home, you got to worry about your kids. They bad deal. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant, non-stop battlefield. All that can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? We just follow the laws of the topic. All that can be fixed. We just follow the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High God has set before us. Because they all entail brotherhood. All the scriptures, all the laws, all the commandments, all pertain to brotherhood. All pertain to the betterment of our people. You see what I'm saying? What is the reason why we should eat pork? You see what I'm saying? Because pork destroys our body. You see what I'm saying? What is the reason that we shouldn't commit adultery? Because a brother sleeping with another man's rib will cause that brother to want to unalive that brother. You see what I'm saying? I heard some stories where a man has slept with another brother's wife and he didn't just stop at unaliving that brother. You see what I'm saying? He unalived his whole family. His rib, the brother's rib, and sometimes even his own children. You see what I'm saying? Those are all reasons why brotherhood is so, it needs to be rooted in us as a people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And brotherhood ain't just about knowing the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? Being a brother ain't just about just knowing the scriptures. You can be a brother in, you know what I'm saying? Austin Down told me this one time. And he said, some brothers have a letter, and you got some brothers that have the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You got some brothers who know scriptures that you didn't even know in the Bible, but they don't have the spirit. You know what I'm saying? The thing he also told me, he said, if you don't have the spirit, you don't have anything. So I'm saying, if you don't have brotherhood, you don't have anything. So I'm saying, you got brothers who will go out of their way for other brothers. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you have brothers that go out of their way for other brothers, it's only right that they should do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? But then again, who we at?
35.
35. To drop that and give me Matthew 5 verse 22.
Matthew 22.
Come on, Matthew chapter 5 verse 22.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
That right there. He said, but I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause. What did that tell you right there? Because you cannot have a problem with your brother without a cause. Just because a brother's shoes look more than yours, it's not a righteous reason to be angry with. Just because a brother's hair is longer than yours is not a problem, not a reason to have a problem. Not a righteous reason, righteous cause to be angry with. You know what I'm saying? Just because a brother has a newer car, you know what I'm saying, or a better home with more money, it's not a reason to be angry with him. You see what I'm saying? When you look at most brothers who rob people, you got some people who rob people, you got some brothers who rob other brothers because they need money. But then again, you got some brothers who will rob somebody, rob another brother because they are jealous of what he has.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll say, if I don't have it, he don't have it. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have it. You know what I'm saying? I remember Warren G said in the song, he said, if I don't look good, you don't look good. You know what I'm saying? You know how twisted in your mind you have to be to look at another brother and just hate him with every fiber in your body. You know what I'm saying? And because he has more than you. You see what I'm saying? With athletes, whether it's come to the Lord that or saying, hey, brother, I see you doing pretty well for yourself. So I'm not in the same position as you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? For financial wise, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see how I can better myself. You know what I'm saying? But what would you rather do? You rather hate that brother. You rather harm that brother. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Come out of the gun. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
And that being said right there, you are angry with your brother without a cause. You are in danger of hellfire. You know what I'm saying? Now you got some of the what I talked about earlier in the class. I said Matthew, we got the scripture for that for brothers who may have a problem with another brother. They're saying you can take that to that's called if they have Matthew 18 and 15. You know what I'm saying? When you read it, you go to that brother or sister, them and them alone, and you say, hey brother, I was offended by that. I was offended when you said this. I was offended when you did that. You see what I'm saying? That is a righteous reason, you know what I'm saying, to feel something. It's even more righteous because you went to that brother and you told him that I had a problem with you saying this and doing this. You see what I'm saying? And with that, let me get Luke 6:31. This is one of my favorite scriptures right here. Sorry, you got a question, sir?
No, I ain't got no question. I got something to say on that.
Go ahead.
Read that again.
Let me go back to the scripture. 22, right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
All right, in danger of that. All right, so that council. That council is what we get here in the Israelite school, EPK. That in danger of that hellfire, that's if you don't adhere to the council, you're going to be back in the world.
Right.
That's what in danger of that hellfire is being back in the world. I just wanted to point that out. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what does the Rakah mean?
Yeah,
Whosoever shall say to his brother Rakah shall be in danger of the council.
Osman, you got
Yeah, let me get that for
Rakah.
RACA.
That's why I need that Zondervan.
because it is in there.
Oh, worthless, empty-headed man, a brainless idiot, foolish, witless.
I gave you the answer right
Basically,
there.
it's a derogatory.
It's a derogatory term. It's like a
an insult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like going to a brother saying,
You're a Rakah.
you MF and no
That's
good
it right here. Thou fool.
mother. You know what I'm saying?
Shall be
Just
in
like that.
danger.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get a Luke 6:31 about y'all. This is one of my favorite scriptures. One of my favorite precepts out of the scriptures.
Come out of the gun. Well, you said 31?
Yeah.
And the reason why it's one of my favorite because it's so easy and simple to understand. You know what I'm saying? We learned this growing up in school. You know what I'm saying? I'll say, going to school. You know what I'm saying? Who's you got?
Come out of the gun. This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye what that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
The way you want somebody to treat you is the way you should treat others. You see what I'm saying? Don't go around just being a complete a-hole. You know what I'm saying, to a brother. But then when it comes to you, you better watch who you talk about. You know what I'm saying? You better not talk to them like that. You don't want it. You know what I'm saying? You treat others how you want to be treated. You see what I'm saying? If you wouldn't want nobody to disrespect you, don't respect nobody else. If you wouldn't want nobody to harm you, don't harm anybody else.
Because he ran yesterday.
You see what I'm saying? If you don't want anybody to abuse your children, don't abuse nobody else's children. You see what I'm saying? If you don't want anybody to treat you in a disrespectful and evil, wicked manner, you know what I'm saying? Don't treat anybody else like that. You see what I'm saying? Somebody go ahead.
Hey, this is. Can somebody read that over one more time?
Out of Wakan, verse 31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
This is the golden rule. Don't you gotta say this? I don't know if they still do this in school. Do unto others they do unto you.
Yeah.
Okay, he that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity.
Right.
So you gotta look at what you do to people is liable for them to do unto you. So if you just showing them brotherhood, all they know is brotherhood. But if you showing them that evil side of the whipping stick, that's all they gonna know too. So if we just come together and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, that's all we gonna know. These laws, statutes, and commandments. Other than that, we learning from that same tree that Adam and Eve learned from these other nations. And that's not for us. What's for us is to get along, love each other, and care for one another's. Like Christ was pulling on these last scriptures you just pulled. We gotta have that love for one another, or unless we giving it to somebody else that don't deserve it. That's all I got, sir. The water.
Let's go ahead about what you just said. Saying about us giving our love to somebody who don't deserve it. See what I'm saying? We will go back and forth with our own people every day, all day. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got some brothers that will put a K after every letter in the alphabet if they rivals claim. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to our enemies, we want to march. You see what I'm saying? We don't have the same attitude, the same hostility, the same animosity towards our enemies as we do to our own brothers. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It just goes to show how far we've come from our nation. You see what I'm saying? Everyone.
Yeah, this is a heckler online.
Don't worry, I'm gonna deal with him.
I knew that was gonna get it. I knew that was gonna fuck you up. 15 and 12.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another, and as I have loved you. Come out of Wakan. This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
Keep reading.
Come out of Wakan, verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that
This is the greatest love that a man could have experienced in his life. Read.
come out of Wakan, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
That a man lay down his life for his friends. What color these letters are reading?
Red,
What does that mean?
Christ,
That means-
speaking.
That means Christ is speaking. These are Christ's words. And as you can see that Christ lived out these words. You see what I'm saying? This is Christ fulfilling these words. You see what I'm saying? Christ wasn't a whole bunch of talk. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just spit hot air. You know what I'm saying? When it came time for action, he just acted out. He said, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend. Like I said earlier, who did Christ lay down his life for? He laid down his life for his fellow brothers and sisters of Israelites, his nation. You see what I'm saying? That's who your love and your brotherhood should be towards. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's who your love and your brotherhood and your sisterhood should be towards. The same way that Christ had his brotherhood towards his own people is the same way that we should have our own brotherhood to our own people. You see what I'm saying? Our love should just be for everybody. Is God's love for everybody? No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove that, show that God has favoritism. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Both shout. Because you got some brothers and sisters, we talk about love and compassion, they mistaken those words as just talking about any and everybody. Mainly, they think we're talking about our person, the so-called white man. But we're not talking about the white man. Our brotherhood is for blacks, Hispanics, and the Indians. You know what I'm saying? The so you know what I'm saying, the Judites, you know what I'm saying, the Reubenites, the Gadites, the Nathalites, Asherites, you know what I'm saying, the Debianites, the Reubenites, the Simeonites. These are all our brothers and sisters within these tribes. And that's where our brotherhood and sisterhood goes to. That's why love and care goes to. You see what I'm saying? And as rulers, it's naturally that we are better people than the white man. We're not going to leave people who are under our authority in the cold, even if they are in the nation, because we are better than you. We are a better nation. We have more dignity. We have more sympathy than you. You see what I'm saying? I remember you said this in a class like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? We was doing a class at Mike's house, and you said that even when we go out, you see a homeless white man, you said your heart even sometimes just feels, you know what I'm saying, some type of compassion.
That's right.
Because we are just a naturally compassionate people. But for a white man, he sees a black man, he says, well, that's that nigga's fault. It's his fault. He chose not to make something of himself. He's just a lazy person. You see what I'm saying? But do we do that to them? Sorry, let me get an awesome mic. So you said something?
Yeah.
I know we do that. Yeah.
I want the Can y'all go up to verse 2? Bakusha? Deuteronomy 7.
Verse 2.
Yeah,
This
verse
is
2.
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 2. And when the Lord thy God.
See where it says when the Lord thy God?
Mm-hmm.
Because when Moses was bringing the children of Egypt, the children of Israel out of Egypt, it was only for us because he's the God of Israel. And that's why, go ahead, continue. It says this.
When the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee.
Who is them? Nah.
Wait, before thee. Oh, deliver them before thee.
Right. See, there's a separation. That's why when he pulls 6, you got to always read up and get the context of who's who and what's what. The Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee. So somebody got to get delivered before the children of Israel. Go ahead.
Thou shalt smite them.
There go that them again. Go ahead.
And utterly destroy them.
There go that them again. Go ahead.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
So that covenant ain't for everybody. When people try to pull John 3:16 and take everything out of context, here's the context right here. Start at verse 3.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
And that's brotherhood. And that's sisterhood. We can't make marriages with these other nations. Because they're going to turn our hearts into serving their gods and they beliefs and thinking Christ is Caesar Borgia instead of Yahweh Shah. So that's why we got to stay logged into these classes and to get in class. Salakia.
Salakia, so if I could, when you were saying about like how we such an empathetic type people, you know what I'm saying? We could see, you know what I'm saying? We see a dog hit on the side of the road, we feel some type of empathy. We can see anybody going through something and have some type of empathy because that's the type of people we are. And in the class we had with Jordan Hunter the other day, he was saying that's how the Christian church uses the witchcraft to control us. They use our empathy against us.
That's absolutely true. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely right and correct. How many instances do you see? You know what I'm saying? Apart.
Oh, is that same nigga? Yeah, I see.
Yeah, you see the part where Mike Hill was playing pastor? He had a little slideshow going on. You know what I'm saying? He was showing comparison traits. How he wanted to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What are all those things that he was mentioning all have in common?
Uh-huh.
It showed.
What you say?
He said, what do all those things that he showed
So,
show?
what you talking about? You seen a lottery ticket in Bow Wow? Remember the singing one of the churches, Mike Evans, the pastor? He was trying to compare and contrast how he was living versus how he wanted to live. Who can see the similarities, the most common trait, common denominator in things he was talking about?
That he was living like how he wanted to say he wanted to live.
Who was he talking about?
You mean like
Like when he was talking about the things he wanted versus things he had. Was he talking about his church or somebody else?
by himself?
He was talking about himself. You know what I'm saying? All those things that he was talking about, I was doing selfish. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about his house. You know what I'm saying? Type of woman he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Well, he got a congregation of 40, 50 some people. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, all those people, they need to be taken care of too. You know what I'm saying? Those people, they probably want a good looking red and a nice house too. You know what I'm saying? Give me, somebody saw John 15, Dr. Shaw. Give me John 15 and 14.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you.
Yeah, they keep
You know what I'm saying? I remember back in when I was younger that my mother was telling me about Abraham. And Abraham was just always I thought like 12. My mother was telling about Abraham. She said Abraham was the only man that God called his friend.
talking.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But being the son of God, being men of God,
regularly.
we can also be friends of God. You see what I'm saying? How can we be friends of God right there?
Talking to you right now.
Verse 14. Ye are
like
my friends.
My what?
Ye are my friends.
Mm-hmm.
If ye do whatsoever I command you.
God said, Christ said, ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. What's another word for friend? You know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You mess with me. I say, you mess with him, you mess with me. You see what I'm saying? Have this backup right here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You read about it. Maybe I was watching television yesterday. I was watching Bible stories. It was an AI. He was talking about how Jezebel. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about Jezebel, she was an evil woman. Like she was an evil woman. But her husband was the king of Israel at the time. And she unalived the Lord's prophets and mass. You see what I'm saying? She killed so many men of God that they had to go into hiding. You see what I'm saying? And she had like 450 prophets of Baal, some BS guy from her country. You see what I'm saying? And you read about the ending to not only did she kill just men of God, she killed men. She had men killed. So he had men unalive just because they wouldn't sell their inheritance, apply the land they inherited for generations. They've been in their family for 4 or 5 generations, and they refused to give it up. It's a true story. And she forged signatures talking about this man blaspheming the king, or blaspheming God, something like that. And she had this man, she kept the man alive. And this was a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? And then who's going to pay for their blood that was spilled? Who's going to pay for the blood of those prophets? You know what I'm saying? And God said, He said the same way. You know, the same way that those men's blood was spilled, the Lord was going to have to require somebody going to have to answer for that blood that was spilled. You see what I'm saying? And being that Christ is backing us, you see what I'm saying? Nobody can just do anything to you without there being major repercussions.
Right.
Nobody can just plot on you, you know what I'm saying, and set you up. You see what I'm saying? Without them paying for it. You touch the preacher's power to the Lord God. What did it say? Like, what did he say in Joel? He said, touch my jewels. You know what I'm saying? My treasure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna work with him? You You know what I'm saying? You gonna pay for that. And if you know anything about the story about Jezebel, she paid handsomely. There was a eunuch in her temple, and Jehu, who was the king of Judah at the time. And the eunuch grabbed her. She was in the window. She had a big old window that she was sitting in front of. She was looking down at Jehu. Real prideful dog or woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that eunuch grabbed her and threw her out the window. You know what I'm saying? Threw her out the window. And she broke, you know what I'm saying? They went later on. Them brothers went after she died, threw her out of the palace. So you know they was high up. You see what I'm saying? And they said after she died, they went in the house and they had lunch dinner once. They ate and they drank and they were married. And then afterwards, once they went to go fetch her body, the only thing they found was like her skull and feet.
Oh.
Because the dogs had ate her body up. Because of all the things she did to her to the prophet of the Lord. So I'm saying, somebody dropped that. You know what I'm saying? These are all luxuries that come along with being the friends of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Being a follower of Christ.
Right.
Having backup. You see what I'm saying? There was a time in the world, the time I was young when I was in the world, just dark moments in my life, where I felt like I was the only person rooting for me. Where I was the only person just watch my back. I was holding Shamar before I was even in the Shamar department. You see what I'm saying? Why I had to do that, why I could do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who's going to protect my family while we live in this neighborhood?
Right.
Why I got to think about somebody kicking down my door in the middle of the night? You see what I'm saying? Why I had to put a knife under my pillow and I'm looking out the window every 2 minutes. Let somebody get a boy my mind playing tricks on me.
Yeah, I heard this.
You know what I'm saying? Offshore, you know something?
What?
My mom playing tricks on me.
Oh, yeah, that's, the ghetto boys.
Come, you know what I'm saying? I was actually living that song. You know what I'm saying? While I was doing things at school. You know what I'm saying? I had to worry about like, I hope these niggas are not coming out there being. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching every car that pull up in the driveway when I come down the street. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. These are all things that you do not have to worry about. But you got Christ at your back. You got Christ who will protect you. You know what I'm saying? You got God, you are anointed. You know what I'm saying? You are under the banner of God. As a priest and prophet of God, you know what I'm saying? And just as a whole, you know what I'm saying? You look at the Ukraine and you look at how Ukraine got North Korea getting involved in their war. You look at how Ukraine got America helping them. You know what I'm saying? As the nation of Israel, who are our national allies? Was it Moab? Was it Ammon? Was it Edom? Was the Egyptians? You know what I'm saying? Those are not our lifelong allies. You see what I'm saying? We had periods and we had like business deals with them. You see what I'm saying? But eventually they turned on us.
Right.
Who is an ally that will never turn their back? Who is proven to never turn their back on Israel?
Right.
The only ally that we need. We don't need 4 or 5 countries that to fight and help us fight in war and battles. You see what I'm saying? Well, the whole time we was doing the conquest of Canaan, you know what I'm saying? When there was nobody but the 12 tribes of Israel. There was nothing but brothers helping brothers.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The whole time we was the times of Exodus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, you know what I'm saying? And Judges, the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It was only brothers that were helping us. We had to rely on ourselves. It's the same way we got to rely on ourselves today. You know what I'm saying? And then this being that Christ, we as the Most High in Christ are our natural allies. Those are the allies we need. We don't need America. We don't need Mexico. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans don't need Mexico. The Haitians don't need Haiti. The Jamaicans don't need Jamaica. The Puerto Ricans don't need Puerto Rico. We don't need the oppressive government.
Right.
We have a king.
Right.
We have an establishment. We have a government in place that can help us. We just got to utilize it. You know what I'm saying? With that, give me Matthew 25, most likely. Give me Matthew 18 and 21. No, for sure.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times?
You know what I'm saying? Imagine if we did this have 7 times. It just offended somebody, to forgive somebody. Them knowing brothers in my family, them 7 times was over 2 decades ago. You know what I'm saying? Them 7 times was over. Like, y'all ain't gonna really over many times. Keep reading. Let's see how many times Jesus said that to our brothers.
Come out of Wakan, verse 22. Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
He said until 70 times 7. Now, look at my calculator. I was 70 times 7. So, 70 times 7 is 490 times. It's 490. That's how many times that your brother has. So if you're like, you know what? You got some brothers, some fake Israelites who will take that literally, and he'll start writing down the penalties, the verses, the second. You know what I'm saying, brother? You only got 485 more to go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These penalties will be over. You know what I'm saying? But knowing that Christ was a black man from the tribe of Judah, this is just basically saying it's everlasting, it's infinity.
Right.
You know, this is infinite. You have your brother. You have an infinite amount of times to forgive your brother. You know what I'm saying? Your brother trespass against you. You know what I'm saying? He's like, it's too hard, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's too hard. The Most High gonna bring back the offense on that brother. You know what I'm saying? With that, give me you ready, Bishop? Coming up?
No. You're killing him. I'm gonna let you. Yeah, kill it.
Yeah. Give me go to the verse 23.
Verse 23.
You about to be right here. This is a parable that Christ is going about to explain. You see what I'm saying? And I'm about to break down to you the severity of forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? You got some people who just wrong you in a way that it might take you years to get away from. You know what I'm saying? You may have an uncle, you may have a sister who has an uncle who has abused her. You know what I'm saying? She got to see that uncle every Thanksgiving, every Christmas. There was a movie called movie All Loose. You know what I'm saying? It was done by T.D. Jakes. And it was starring what's that name? Kimberly Elise. No, not Kimberly. It was Kimberly something. The sister from Down Back. And Clifton Powell, he was in it. And as a child, the sister was abused by Clifton Powell. It was a mother's boyfriend who abused her. She was probably like 11 years old. And from that one on, he told her mother didn't believe her, and that just set this sister on a path of just self-destruction. And then years later on down the line, she went to church to try to get help. You know what I'm saying? She tried to revive herself. You know, she tried to clean herself up from drug addiction, prostitution. You know what I'm saying? And she saw her abuse in the same church. The movie is the part on YouTube actually. And she saw her abuse in the church. He was like right across from me. And he was trying to say he was sorry. And she pulled out a strap in church. And she unalive him. You see what I'm saying? Well, go ahead.
Yeah, God, nah. What you're saying is heavy, and it's like that's why also you got to portray who you are acting like in the world. He is an actor. His name Clifton Powell, right? He is an actor. When most people walk up to him, they don't bring up Pinky, which is a funny role. They don't bring up Dead Presidents when he was what was his name of Dead Presidents? Cuddy. They don't bring that up. They don't bring up all his movies. When they see him, they bring up that. That's why you should watch who you portray in this world. And if you're a priest in Israelite School of UPK, that's who people should see. Everywhere you go, they should just see that priest. Because if you portray in these other roles, they're going to treat you like those other roles. And that brother, every time, he's out, somebody's going to come up to him and bring up that role, which he played as an actor in the movie. Okay? Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely true. Because the way that we are here is also the way we are when we're not teaching class. You know what I'm saying? When we're not at camp. You know what I'm saying? We don't just go to camp. We don't just come to class and say, y'all better follow the law, or the Lord gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be the teeth gnashing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be one gnashing your teeth. You see what I'm saying? We do the things. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop. You know what I'm saying? The clock, it goes around 24 hours. You see what I'm saying? We follow these laws right along with it. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop. You see what I'm saying? I remember I'm trying to figure out how to say this on live. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it. But it was a saying that brothers in the world used to use. You know what I'm saying? It was how much they used to devote themselves to the line of work. You know what I'm saying? Basically, in basic term, they say they don't stop until death. You see what I'm saying? We have done this line of work before. You see what I'm saying? We as priests and prophets of God. You see what I'm saying? We did this work in the past. You know what I'm saying? We were before we were Zakari or the Maki or Rob, Khan or Isaiah or Shabarwan or Pop. You know what I'm saying? We was doing this in our past lives. You see what I'm saying? So it's only natural, being that the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets, that we come back and we do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what Christ did. We look at all the people who started up in past lives, who served God. You know what I'm saying? That's Solomon. You know what I'm saying? It's Isaac.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? It's Adam. You see what I'm saying? All three of these people, who he was in his past lives, were all serving the Lord.
Right.
Think about how many times you were here, and how many times you died for the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And what did Christ say when he was on the cross? He said, I fulfilled it, I've done it again. You know what I'm saying? It was something that matter. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is finished.
Yeah, it's finished. You know what I'm saying? He's basically saying, I've done it again. Did it once, now do it again.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? What we doing now, what do we get it in our past life? What is it?
Yeah, and especially with Christ, because he came. It came, through Adam, Melchizedek, Solomon, all these people. So when he said it is finished, he had finally said, it is right now. I have finally gotten it right. Now it is finished.
Come. You know what I'm saying? He said, I have served you from birth to death. You see what I'm saying? And Christ defeated death. You see what I'm saying? And all this ties into what we started talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? The topic of my class is brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? What is that Revelation, where it says, I'm not reading that right now. But that, give me verse 23, Bible shot. See what I'm talking
This is verse 23. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 24. And when he had begun to reckon, one brought unto him which owed him 10,000 talents.
Which owed him 10,000 talents. Now imagine you being a brother you loan a brother $10,000, right? You loan a brother $10,000. Now keep going.
Verse 25. But for as much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife, and his children, and all that he had, and payment to be made. Verse 26.
Right there, you know what I'm saying? This brother, you owe this brother $10,000, but you can't pay him back. So now, you got to deal with the possibility of your wife and your children being sold as payment. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 26. The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. Verse 27. Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion, and loosed him, and forgave him the debt.
You see what I'm saying? This is a man who has nothing but the clothes on his back. Has nothing but his family You see what I'm saying? Having to live with his wife and his children. And he is about to lose the only thing he has. And he goes to his master and he says, don't sell my wife, don't sell my children. You know what I'm saying? What did he say? The servant fell down and worshiped him, saying, Lord, have patience. You know what I'm saying? Give me a grace period where I can come up with this money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? About the shop. You know what I'm saying? Have some compassion, have some mercy. You know what I'm saying? Now keep reading.
Come out of Wakan.
And what the servant would say, and loosed him and forgave him the debt. You know what I'm saying? That means he said, you know, me too, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show some love. You know what I'm saying? I understand where you come from, but I've been in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some mercy. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you, this is my time. You should get pick money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you this amount of money. You know, so I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you this amount of time to come up with the money. You got sir?
Yeah. My red battery died, so I gotta go save.
All right, let's go.
Captain Save.
Okay. No, take care of it. Well, pray.
Look,
Right.
Verse 27,
Verse 27.
verse 27.
verse 28.
Verse 28.
Verse 28.
So as a breakdown of 27, he's basically saying, I understand your love. I'm having compassion. I'm giving you a grace period. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you some time to come up with this money that you owe me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sell your wife. I ain't gonna sell your kid. You ain't gonna worry about that. Just give me my money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm giving you some time. I'm giving you that much you need.
Verse 28. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants, which owed him 100 pence.
Which owed him 100 pence. Who in here knows what a pence is?
That sound like money.
No, what is in modern day terms? What does pence sound like?
Some coins.
Coins. What coin?
Sound like a quarter.
Pence.
Pennies.
Coin. 100 pennies. How much is 100 pennies?
$1.
$1. Now he owed his master $10,000, 10,000 talents, versus a brother who owes him $1. Now let's read how he handles his brother.
Come out of Wakan. And he laid hands on him and took him by the throat.
And took him by the throat. He wanted to say, "Where's my money, man?" You know what I'm saying? He dealt harshly with his brother. Now, is that how his master dealt with him? His master had compassion and patience. And then he went out to somebody who owed him money and jacked him up by the throat. You know what I'm saying? Assaulted his brother. You know what I'm saying? Put hands on his brother.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Come out of Wakan and took him by the throat, saying, Pay me that thou owest.
He said, pay me what you owe. You know what I'm saying? What is that? No mercy. You see what I'm saying? Give me verse 29.
Verse 29. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet and besought him, saying, Have patience with me.
He's saying the same thing that this brother just said not too long ago. He said, have patience with me. Have some compassion in your heart. Be sympathetic. Oh, shock. You have some sympathy with me. You know what I'm saying? It's only $1. It's going to take me some time, but about give me some time. You see what I'm saying? Give me verse 29. No, sorry, verse 30.
Verse 30.
No, finish that verse 29, no, sure.
Verse 20. Patience with me, and I will pay thee all.
He said, I will pay thee everything that I owe you. Just give me some time. So give me verse 30.
Verse 30. He would not, but went and cast. He would not.
He would not. He said, nigga, I'm not giving you no grace period. He said, I'm not giving you no mercy. I'm not showing you no compassion. I want my money. You know what I'm saying? He's not dealing with him the same way that his master dealt with him. What's the purpose of this? Luke 6:31. Treat others as you would have others treat you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? His master just gave him a grace period. It could have been 2-3 months. It could have been a year. It could have been 2 years. They come up with 10,000 talents. You see what I'm saying? And he probably said, oh, the water out of one. He probably said the water out of one. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to another brother who just owed him $1,
Right.
who got $1 and they cash out where they pop right there? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got that dog.
You know what I'm saying? And you gonna assault a brother over $1.
Mm.
In modern terms, what is this? You gonna assault a brother for looking at you the wrong way, for stepping on your shoes. You see what I'm saying? For something that's something small as it's calling you a name. You know what I'm saying? It insults you. You see what I'm saying? Well, how many times have you offended the Most High? How many times have you offended Christ? You know what I'm saying? How many times have you broken the law of God and He's giving you a grace period? You see what I'm saying? When it comes to another brother, you be like, you know what I'm saying? No, nah, brother. You know what I'm saying? I want what you owe right now. Imagine if that's how God dealt with us and how Christ dealt with us. You see what I'm saying? And he said, I gave you 6 years to get your life straight. In 6 years, this past 6 years, you still the same. Where's my fruits from the time I gave you? Give me my fruits. Where's my money? I gave you 6 years. You look around like, I wish you the time. You know what I'm saying? And he said, it's like, and from that, he probably was thinking, he's going to
No pussy.
from ear to ear.
No care.
You see what I'm saying?
Lord Christ.
Because imagine if Christ was that merciless. You see what I'm saying? Imagine how much time, how much grace that we got from the Most High. You see what I'm saying? From Christ. You know what I'm saying? Christ is a mediator. You know what I'm saying? Christ is the one who steps in when he says, give him some more time. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill him yet. You know what I'm saying? Give him some more time. Give him about 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Give him some time. You know what I'm saying? He just came across the police across the Lord God. You know what I'm saying? He got fly from him. You know what I'm saying? He finna call the number. He finna get in class. That's what's saving our life. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to somebody else. Nah, nigga, I ain't got no type of mercy on you. I don't care about what you're going through. I don't care about your problems. Imagine hearing that from a brother in school. You know what I'm saying? Imagine I've been in school for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like Boston Mikey said, like all of our experience is brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? You used to brotherhood.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, you come a day where that brotherhood just stops, and now it ain't no more brotherhood, ain't no more optics now. Everything. What's up? It's up. Oh, sorry. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. Give me verse 30.
Verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
And he would not, but went and cast him into prison.
He said, this brother owed me debt. I'm throwing him in the claim. Throwing him in jail. You know what I'm saying? This brother right here is a hypocrite.
Right.
This brother is guilty. You know what I'm saying? The brother he threw in jail is guilty of back pay.
Right.
But the brother that threw him in jail is guilty of hypocrisy. You see what I'm saying? The brother who was guilty of hypocrisy, he had time to get that 10,000, get them 2,000 calories. He had a grace period. You know what I'm saying? You ever pawn something like an Xbox? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all from hard time before, but you ever pawn like a DVD player or an Xbox, you know what I'm saying? Get this money in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they were like, hey man, it's been in here too long. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay on it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get it out, you know what I'm saying? You want to get the Xbox out, you gotta pay for it, get it out. You gotta pay to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes with interest, but sometimes you can't pay with the same amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So you need what they call a grace period. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, I'm gonna give you to this November 19th, I'm gonna give you to December 19th, I'll give you a month. You know what I'm saying? If I had the money, like if you don't come and get your belongings by the month, if you don't pay me what you owe within that month, then I'm gonna put your item on the shelf for sale. You see what I'm saying? That is a grace period. That is compassion. That is mercy. You know, we are all experiencing. You know how many times the Most High been mad with us? You know how many times the Most High put it under our trust, something that our mother or father put it on. You know what I'm saying? But He is salvaged us. That is total compassion. You see what I'm saying? Now give me verse 31.
Verse 31. So when his fellow servants saw what was done,
Mm-hmm.
They were very sorry,
Mm-hmm.
and came and told unto their Lord all that was done.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 32. Then his Lord, after that he had called him,
My bad. Start verse 1 again. Sorry, I missed the point.
verse 31. So when his fellow servants saw what was done, they were very sorry, and came and told unto their Lord all that was done.
They went back to their master. They said, "Hey, you know that brother that I'm saying you gave him a grace period, you gave him some time to get your money. You know what I'm saying? I just saw him assault another brother for owing him $1 for something as small as $1. You know what I'm saying? The master hit it like, what? You know what I'm saying? That's not what I dish out to him. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna do that to somebody else? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said Luke 6 is one of my favorite scriptures. You know what I'm saying? It said, treat others how you like to be treated. You know what I'm saying? It's very plain and very simple. If you want brothers to talk to you like in a brotherly tone, you know what I'm saying? You talk to brothers in a brotherly tone. You know what I'm saying? You don't bark at other brothers and expect somebody to talk to you like you,
Right.
like you somebody special.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, give me 32. Oh, sure.
Verse 32. Then his Lord, after that he had called him, said unto him, O thou wicked servant,
All that what?
O thou wicked servant,
He said, I done gave you a grace period. I done gave you a year to get $10,000, and you finna crack down on another brother for owing you $1, and you can't come up with it. He said, you wicked ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Give me the pen read that. Sorry, you wicked brother. Give me verse the pen read for 32.
come out of come. I forgave thee all that debt, because thou desirest me.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 33. Shouldest not thou also have had compassion on thy fellow servant,
Shouldst thou not also had compassion on thy fellow servant? You know what I'm saying? I forgave you. You can't forgive. Like I forgave you. You owe me $10,000. You can't forgive somebody who owe you $100. You see what I'm saying? You see the big gap, the difference. I remember it was like probably like 3-4 weeks ago. I was complaining about doing 100 push-ups a day. I was punching myself. Every time I woke up, I did damn push-ups and crunches. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'd rather not do it. You know what I'm saying? And then one day I challenged myself. It was a Monday. And I said, I'm gonna do 1,000 push-ups. Four different variations, 250 a set. I did diamond, wide, regular, and Mike Tyson push-ups. You know what I'm saying? 250 each. True school, I'm telling you, I swear to God. And I was like, oh hell no. My hands right here was turning red. I put a bone touching the ground. You know what I'm saying? I did it probably like in last like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I was tired, sweating and stuff. And I was like, no, I ain't doing this to you. You know what I'm saying? And then when I woke up the next day, I was so happy when I hit that 1,000. You know, when I woke up the next day, I was like, dang, 100 push-ups, that's it? That's it, 100 push-ups? Most 100 Christ. You know what I'm saying? I can get up right now and just, you know, just do that. You know what I'm saying? I really do 100 push-ups over 1,000. You see what I'm saying? It's easier. You see what I'm saying? When you rather pay $1,000 on $100. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, my circumstance at the moment, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather pay 100. You see what I'm saying? It's the same position that this brother was in, and the same position that the other brother was in. But the difference is that one brother decided to have mercy, and the other brother didn't.
Right.
Because that one brother didn't have no brotherhood. Because he was a what? Wicked servant. He didn't care about the well-being of that other brother. You see what I'm saying? We have done major offenses. What do you call it in court? Repeat offenders?
Yeah.
We are repeat offenders to the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when somebody does something to us, we want the world to stop. We want the world to stop translating access. And we want ultimate judgment. You know what I'm saying? We got some brothers who like, this brother done did this to me. I don't want him to leave God. I don't want him to come back to the school. I don't want his wife to come to. I don't want his brother to come. Matter of fact, I want his family to come alive. And when they come back, I don't talk about. When they come back, I don't want them to come to the truth. I don't want them to ever find the truth. You know how severe that punishment is? Can you imagine never finding the truth again? Can you imagine living in the world? I've known what the truth is. I was probably like 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? And before that, I really had no conscience of not knowing what it was like to not know who you are in general as a people. So I can only imagine how it is for brothers who've been alive for 30, 40 years, 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Of not knowing their identity. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that's a judgment. You know what I'm saying? You got some brothers who are born for school. You know what I'm saying? Quite like, look at you and your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chuck and Bill Thomas, they were, like Pat said, they were never know Christmas, birthdays, Thanksgiving, any type of holidays, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I remember Austin Down on some of this too. He said, for kids who are born to both parents that are in the truth, they'll have to be exceptional people across the Lord in the past life. Because they will never know wickedness. They're going to have the lives that Adam and Eve should have lived. They will never know wickedness. They will never know what happens if you sell dope. You know what I'm saying? They'll never know what happens if you unrighteously unalive somebody. You know what I'm saying? They'll just basically serve the Lord, live. So that's what they ain't gonna have to fight something like that. Or the problem, but they gonna basically serve the Lord. They're not gonna have to know about major consequences. They don't want to have to know about evil. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading verse. Finish 32.
No, 33.
We on 33?
Yeah. Oh.
No, Mark chapter 33, verse 33. Matthew 18 and 33.
Come on, one come. Shouldest not thou also have had compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee? Verse 34. And his Lord was wroth.
His Lord was mad. Wroth means mad. His Lord was mad because I'm hearing in the streets. I got brothers telling me that you ain't dealing with brothers how I'm dealing with you. I showed you compassion. I have extended your life. I could have ended your life when you came before me. I could have sold your wife and your children. It could have left you with nothing. But with this other brother, you want to assault this brother. You know, I'm mad with you. I'm mad at you. You know what I'm saying? He read.
Come on, one come. And delivered him to the tormentors till he should pay all that was due unto him.
And he delivered him to his torment. He delivered him into the bands of jail. Where you gonna have to fight in the shower. You're gonna have to watch your back when you sleep. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to watch out the COs. Yeah, deliver you into tormentors, and you are constantly looking over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been in jail. I just watch prison movies. I done seen part when brothers in the county jail. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that will assault you, that will probably unalive you for a pack of Oreos.
But walking behind them too close.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. You will walk behind them too close. You got some brothers that just do unspeakable things to you for the smallest things who will unalive you for toothpaste. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They say, you know what, you ain't gonna have no brotherhood for somebody who owe you $1. I'm gonna send you to a place where it's even less brotherhood. I'm gonna send you to a place where there are brothers who have less compassion than you do. You know what I'm saying? This is imagine that. Every time I think about it, that's like a reminder for me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime, you know what I'm saying, like my mind is heavy, I'm like, I can always be someplace worse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can always be in a place where I'm always on the lookout. I can always be in a place that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always say ISUBK is the home of the truth. This is a place of sanctuary.
Right.
And so this is a place where you can come and you can rest your bones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a place where you can come and you can just, you ever get home, like come home from camp and you just sit down on the couch and you just, you know what I'm saying? This is when you can come through that spiritually. And you can rebuild yourself. You can grow. You see what I'm saying? And you can set, so you can give yourself a new foundation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, when we ate the cup, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to worry about other things. So give me, what's your brother? Give me Mark 12 and, but keep reading, go to 35.
Come. Oh, shoot.
15 minutes.
Come, verse 35. So likewise shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not everyone his brother their trespasses.
You know what I'm saying? Most High forgives you for big things, for greater things than a dollar. You know what I'm saying? The Bible, I think Isaiah, where he said that God likens Israel to a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? Imagine having a beautiful sister, but she just a 304. You married to this sister, she's just a big old 304. She's just a 304, 60 rating, I didn't know.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, no matter how many times she steps out on you when you're on marriage, no matter how many times she goes to the club and she steps out into the bathroom with nothing but, no matter how many times she has children with another brother, you take her back. You know what I'm saying? What the Lord tells us not to do, if a woman steps on you, he does to us. That's love, and that is love and compassion. Israel should have been done away with. Israel should have been called the Mosesites or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, in the book of Exodus, the Lord's going to wipe us out for our iniquity, using the servant of Moses.
Levites.
You know what I'm saying? We were in this house of Levi. Everybody is going to be Levi. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here will be from the house of Carl. You know what I'm saying? Being Sakari, unloyal. You know what I'm saying? Maki, unloyal. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah, unloyal. Just everybody from the house of Levi. You know what I'm saying? But Moses pleaded for us because Moses also had brotherhood. And he said, don't kill him. So notice, I don't want to allow them all. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what's that going to look like to our enemies? You see what I'm saying? What's that going to look like to our enemies where we forgive them for hanging us, for lynching us, for selling us, for throwing our bodies, throwing our babies in during a whole war, during the slave trade? You see what I'm saying? For abusing our sisters. You see what I'm saying? What's that going to look like to the other nations if we can forgive them, but we can't even forgive our brother for the slightest trespass? You see what I'm saying? And what is that going to look like? It's going to look like, I can take people serious. You know what I'm saying? These people, they don't even have any compassion for themselves. You got to respect yourself before somebody else will respect you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We can't go around here all people, you know what I'm saying, and just constantly just living in treachery. You see what I'm saying? You got some brothers, you know what I'm saying? I actually asked the question, like some brothers that just pride themselves on their neighborhood being unsafe, that you can't come to their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Well, what is so proud? What is so proud? You saying, nah, you can't. There's only one way in, one way out of the neighborhood. That's it.
Right.
You coming alive, leaving in the ambulance, or with a sheet, with a white sheet over. You know what I'm saying? What is to be proud on by that? Especially if it's another black man or woman. Right. You see what I'm saying? There was nothing to be proud about in that. You see what I'm saying? You know what the UPK pride himself on? Is that any black man living in can come with these walls and experience brotherhood.
Right.
We need to take it.
You know, that can be proud ourselves on. You see what I'm saying? That is something to be worthy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm really also know saying that the trooper is higher than somebody in the world. That's the most somebody in the world. Because they have more wisdom, they have more knowledge.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? 8:50. I'm gonna end it off. Give me Mark 12. Mark 12 is 30. It's like
Pulling it right now. The book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 31. And the second is like, namely this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. You see what I'm saying? Back in Israel, this is man. Let me find it real quick.
31.
Oh, 30.
This love thy neighbor. Right here. Somebody find that Bible Christ. I think it's in the book of Leviticus or put it in or I think it's Deuteronomy.
Love thy neighbor.
Leviticus 19 and 18.
Come on, Leviticus 19:18.
You dropping Mark?
Nah, somebody hold Mark in Leviticus 19:18. Because when somebody hears the word neighbor, they're thinking anybody. When Israel established, we were established as a country. You know what I'm saying? We had land. We had neighbors. We had the Ammonites, the Arameans, the Philistines, the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was neighboring countries that were along our borders. You see what I'm saying? But those are not our neighbors. Those are our enemies. According to Psalm 83, every nation out his name is an enemy to us. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's see who your neighbors are. Give me Leviticus 19:18, Marcus.
One time. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Again, what against who?
Against the children of thy people.
Against our people. Okay, people.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Love your what?
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Your neighbor is who?
As thyself.
Your neighbor is your people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That is your people. That's who your neighbor is. You know what I'm saying?
That was five.
Hey, what?
Percocet.
Yeah, 19, 18. But
It's like you said, I could. That's also a cut on that. You know what I'm saying? The law wasn't done away with because, as we see, Christ is quoting the law word for word.
exactly, you know what I'm saying? And Christ is not the only prophet to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Paul. What did Paul say in Romans chapter 9, where he says in the book of OC, who's the OC? That is Hosea.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When Jesus was battling, when Christ was going through his 40 days and 40 night fast, you know, so he was in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? And he was battling the devil. Come. The devil was coming at him with scriptures from the old time. And what was Christ doing from the Old Testament? Christ was combating him with the same scriptures from the Old Testament. You see what I'm saying? Thou shalt, as it's written, man shall not live off of bread alone, but for every word from the living God. He was quoting Moses. You know what I'm saying? That's the book of Deuteronomy. He was quoting Moses. He was quoting one of his forefathers. You see what I'm saying? You also got to remember is that the cut of the Christians, like anybody else saying that the law is done away with, so it's okay if we eat pork, or it's all right if we do this and that, all the it's okay if we have the same marriage to wives and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Another way to cut them is to say that there was no such thing as the book of Matthew, as the book of Luke during the times of Christ. They were living off of the Old Testament. You see what I'm saying? Paul was a Pharisee. He was a Pharisee or a Sadducee. He was one of them, and he's a staunch and stalwart follower of the law. He was somebody who knew the law like this. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know how some kids, you know they go to you kids like called valedictorian. You know what I'm saying? They get like an 8+ or above in all their classes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how Paul was with the law.
Right.
And he studied the law of the Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? The laws of Leviticus and Deuteronomy. You know what I'm saying? Exodus. You see what I'm saying? He was a studier of the law. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, a prophet was much more than a prophet. He was a lawyer, a doctor. You see what I'm saying? He was medical.
Right.
Medicine man, damn medical. You know what I'm saying? Times 854. Somebody give me Romans 15:4, Bible shot. And it's so important that we instill brotherhood and to these young brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our brothers, a lot of them do not know brotherhood.
Right.
They growing up listening to YNW Melly and what's some other new rappers out today?
Young boy.
Young boy.
NBA Young Boy. You know what I'm saying? Well, all they hear 24/7 is kill a nigga, kill a nigga, kill a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Sleep with his rib, sleep with his rib. Kill a nigga, kill a nigga, kill a nigga. You know what I'm saying? None of that is brotherhood.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got somebody hold that Romans 15:4.
Come. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
For written for our learning. All these books, all 66 books in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, the Apocrypha were written for our learning. So we can grasp knowledge from these scriptures. So we can live our life, we can apply these to our life. You see what I'm saying? Here's another, this is my last scripture right here. You know what I'm saying? And so we can apply these things to our life. These are all things that we need to survive. Because brother, our nation is going to stand and survive off of brotherhood.
Right.
We need brotherhood more than we need breath in our bodies.
Right.
That's how much our people lack brotherhood today. You know what I'm saying? Give me my closing verse. We need Ecclesiastes 24. Got it. Hold on, let me get this real quick. Ecclesiastes 24. Man, give me Ecclesiastes 24 and 33.
24 and 33. The
The
book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 24 and verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy,
Mm-hmm.
and leave it to all ages forever.
And lead to all ages. This is exactly what brotherhood is for. This is exactly what we're working for. So our children, they are not even born yet, so they can have a foundation, so they can live, so they can survive, so they can thrive, and they can have their own. So I'm saying you don't have to walk to school at 7 o'clock in the morning and worry about grown men chasing them and robbing them for their lunch money. You see what I'm saying? True story. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta worry about teachers being predators. You know what I'm saying? These is all this is going to happen through brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? With that, you pushing 9 o'clock. That's my time. We are the Israelite school, we want practical knowledge about the one West. I'm going to pick all the have security announcements. This guy tells in my hand.
This is the ISBK security announcements. We are the ISBK, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. Number 18, verse 21. You can also find it in Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 and 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. You got the Feast of Dedication. Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. The 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. That's Wednesday, December 25th of this year. For 8 days. You can find it in 1 Maccabees 4 and 52 and 61. And If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, I'll pass the class back over to Officer 50 Zakari.
We're gonna remind you to stand the Hebrew. The first salute to the brothers, individual March Shabbat. Remind you to rock.
How about City outside right there?
We're gonna start. We turn the Hebrews face sisters. Sister Rock, Yadim. Sister Roz. Do the first salute song. Do the first salute to the sisters, individual March Shabbat. Remind you to rock. That's it.